الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Inshallah, today we will be talking on another hadith that is slightly related to the one of yesterday. As of yesterday, we talked about how Allah prohibited and the sins, the consequence for two major sins, which are sibab, that is you being insultive, you insulting. I talked about the grade of insult. So the first part of insult is the normal insult, and the highest part is ghiba, which is backbiting. Then we talked about, I said sibab al-Muslim fusuq, that insulting another Muslim is recorded as what? As a major sin. And he said qitaluhu kufur, you kill another Muslim is an act of what? A disbeliever. Like you are not Muslims. I will talk about the law of killing. That when you fight a Muslim, when two Muslims fight, and one of them kill the other, that the one who killed the other will be killed. And Prophet said in another hadith that when two Muslims fight, like two Muslims actually fight because they were quarreling, one kills another, they will kill the one who killed the person. Is a Quran ayah, an-nafs bin-nafs. The Prophet said that the two of them are in hellfire. He said, why? Because the one who was killed, the Sahabas who asked, what about including the one that was killed? He said, yes. Because if the one that was killed had the chance, he would kill the person who killed him. So two of them had in mind, and they are Muslims. So because they had in mind to kill each other, for that reason, the two of them are in hellfire. So one kills, the other one kills. That's why the other one gets killed, and two of them are in hellfire. That's why the Prophet forbids upon Muslims to quarrel or fight. So then, after the hadith, there's another hadith, brief hadith under the same chapter, that states an incident or one of the disadvantages of being insultive or of Muslims quarreling. He said, لا تنازعوا فتفشلوا ريحكم. Said you should not quarrel. The Muslims should not what? We should not quarrel. That when you quarrel, فتوفروا خير عنكم. You remove good things, goodness from yourselves. So it's an hadith that was narrated by Qutayba. Qutayba was the Sahaba who narrated the hadith. He said, أخبرنا قتيبة بن سعيد حدثنا إسماعيل بن جعفر عن حميد عن أنس قال أخبرنا عبادة. Qutayba was the one who narrated to Imam Bukhari. So he said, قال أخبرني عبادة بن الصامت أن رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم خرج يخبر بليلة القدر. So Ubadah bin Samit was the one who told Anas. So he said, خرج يخبر بليلة القدر. That's one day, there was a night Prophet came out to what? To tell us the specific night that laylatul-qadr will be. No one knows the night of laylatul-qadr. So this is one of the reasons why we should forbid quarreling. One of the disadvantages of quarreling. He said, of the night Prophet came out, he wanted to let the Muslims, that the Sahabas, and we that are Muslims, that are not in the area of Sahaba, know which night is Laylatul Qadr. فَتَلَاحَ الرَّجُلَانِ مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. He said then, two Muslims were having quarrel, that they were quarreling. فَكَانُوا يَرْفَعُونَ الصَّوْتَ عَلَى صَوْتٍ. They were raising voice after each other, like they were exchanging words with each other. They were Sahabas. One of them was Abdullah bin Hadra, and the other one was Ka'b bin Malik. So Abdullah bin Hadra and Ka'b bin Malik are Sahaba. So they were having conflict with each other. They were quarreling. That's one sense about Sahabas and Prophet that they are humans is this. They actually have acts that we humans do too. The same way we quarrel, that shows there's no perfect human. Just that Allah bless them based on the way they try to improve their iman. The same way you are striving, that's the same way they strive. So they are humans. The same way you make mistakes, that's the same way they make mistakes. They are not angels. So child want to imitate them and to learn from the mistakes they've made. So as humans, human quarrel, it's normal. So they were exchanging words that day. And this thing actually happened based on what Allah has destined, actually. So they were exchanging words that day, the night which the Prophet ﷺ wanted to come and tell them which night is laylatul-qadr. So when the Prophet ﷺ made them exchanging words, then he tried to what? Settle the issue. He tried to reconcile them and settle them or stop the quarrel that was happening between them. And when he was done with that, when the argument has ended, فَقَالَ إِنِّي خَرَجْتُ لِأُخْبِرَكُمْ بِلَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ. The Prophet said, I came out to tell you guys, to announce to you the night which is what? laylatul-qadr. فَتَلَاحَ وَإِنَّهُ تَلَاحَ فُلَانٌ وَفُلَانٌ. Then I met two people. Then we found out that two people were what? We were quarreling with each other. We were having conflict with each other. فَرُفِعَتْ أي رُفِعَتِ الذِّكْرِ نَسِيَتْ. Then he forgot. So because of that quarrel that they were having, and he came out to tell them. So while he was settling the quarrel, and just based on when the conflicts were happening, Allah made him to forget what? The night. Farufiat, he forgot. Why? Because of that quarreling. That Allah removed it from his way. That's one thing that shows you that arguments, it does not bring any good thing except bad thing to you. It brings bad to you. The Prophet also forgets too. He's an insan. Shair once said, he said, وَمَا سُمِّيَ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَّا بِنَسْيِهِ وَمَا الْقَلْبُ إِلَّا أَنَّهُ يَتَقَلَّبُ وَمَا سُمِّيَ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَّا بِنَسْيِهِ. That no one was mentioned insan. You're not called a human إِلَّا بِنَسْيِهِ, unless because he forgets. So it's normal for humans to forget. And Prophet is a human. So he has actually kept that in mind, that what? I want to tell these people. But because of that quarreling that happened while he was about giving that announcement, Allah made him forget the night, made him forget what he was about to say. And he could not remember it ever. So he forgot it. He made him forget it because of that conflict that two people were having. If they were in good terms, maybe by now all of us will know the night. But Prophet also made us know something to avoid regret. He said, وَعَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. That he hoped, and it is possible that what? That it is the best for you. That's to show you qadr. How painful it is that we were supposed to know the night of laylatul-qadr, but because of these two people, Allah has made the Prophet forget. So, but he said he believes that what? It is possible that this thing is, Allah wants it to be, maybe Allah knows it's best for you not to know the night. That's why he made me forget it. Then he said, التمسوها في السبع والتسع والخمس. التمسوها أي امسكوا بها أو فتشوها. It means you should what? التمسوها means you should what? Look for it or stick to it. Like make sure you target في السبع, the 27th of Ramadan, أو التسع, the 29th of Ramadan, أو الخمس, or the 25th night of Ramadan. So 27th night, 29th night, and the 25th night, we should make sure that what? We look for laylatul-qadr in this night. That's what he said. Because he was unable to remember the date, but he knew that these 3 nights that he mentioned, based on their grade, that it is likely that laylatul-qadr falls on 27th. Then the one that is more likely after that one, like the 27th is highest, like it's likely that laylatul-qadr falls on 27th. Then the one after it is what? 29th. Then you have 25th. But scholars made us to understand that we should look for laylatul-qadr in the last 10 nights. Then you have عدد الزوج وعدد الفرد. In numbers, you have plural numbers and you have singular numbers. So singular numbers are what we call odd numbers. Those numbers that you have 21, 23, you have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So on the 21, on the 23, on the 25, on the 27th, and on the 29th, these 5 nights, said we should look, they are the nights we call the autar, the odd nights. We should look for laylatul-qadr in these nights. We also mentioned the highest among them, which is 29th, 27th, 29th, and 25th. So he mentioned them according to the possibility that the night falls upon it. He did not mention them accordingly. That's why I scattered them. So what we should know from the hadith when he said, عَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونَ خَيْرًا, Scholar Ibn Fawzan made us understand. He said, Sheikh Al-Fawzan, he said we should know that the Prophet mean by it's possible, it is best for you, because if he had mentioned the night, that is laylatul qadr, that it is very possible that many people will not want to observe any night except that night. Laylatul qadr, you know that laylatul qadr is a night that is what? Better than 1,000 nights. And 1,000 nights is estimated, when you make your calculations, 1,000, alhamdulillah, 1,000 months, alf shahr. Shukran. Say, laylatul qadr khayrun min alf shahr. The Quran ayah said, laylatul qadr is better than 1,000 months. So, and when you estimate 1,000 months, it gives you 83 years and 4 months. How many of us will live to 83 years? Then imagine if you're already 60, or you are 50 already, and you are able to meet one laylatul qadr. Just imagine the blessing that follows. So it's as if you have, then it's stated that any ibadah you do in one of these nights is rated for you as if you did that same ibadah for 1,000 months. That's for 83 years plus. So that's why we should prepare for Ramadan from now. One of the benefits. Prepare for Ramadan from now, before that time. One of the things we should steadfast for Ramadan is what? Is the one we call Hashem Tarawih. They said anyone who prays the last Salah, that's Isha, and the Tarawih behind the Imam, is ever that person, as if the person did what? Qiyam Layl. As if the person stand throughout the night. The person did act of worship throughout the night to show you the blessing in it. So we should try from now. We start practicing how to add nawafis to what? To our Isha. We have just less than 4 months to Ramadan, inshallah. So the preparation starts from now. The Sahaba start praying for Ramadan months before. Like after Eid al-Adha, they start praying for Ramadan. Like after the first Ramadan, they start praying for Ramadan before the next Ramadan. So that's one benefit. The second one, we should avoid conflict. We avoid quarreling. Anything that will cause quarrel between ourselves, just try to avoid it. Also, like hadith which I explained before, that humans, you can get angry, it's allowed. Humans is one of human emotion to what? To get angry. But the forbidden thing is what? Not to react aggressively. You can get angry, you talk, you express your anger, you talk in a calm way. But not to what? Not to explode yourself. Start quarreling, start treating and all that. This is haram. Or start fighting or destroying people, harming people. This is haram. So this is the second thing you should avoid. Because what? Just like what happened is what? It's remove goodness from us. Remove goodness from people. Just because of your anger, there might be one good thing that Allah wants to bring to you. But just because of that anger or the quarrel you have with each other, Allah will delay it or you will remove it at all. So we should try to avoid it. Then the last one is what? Laylatul Qadr, it falls on what? The last 10 nights. Prophet Islam said the highest is what? 27th, 29th, and 25th. We try to stick to these commandments. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our affairs. May He